Hi, Paul Bellew, Galway GA Chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill Prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support.
Is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive, and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness. Literally every single time, but this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Tynagh is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Tynagh steps off the project with them.
One of Trynagh's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Tynagh. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Tynagh is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Coalfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, coalfieldindustrial.com. The #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Coalfield Industrial.
Welcome here to Ballindereen, where the scene is set for the Win Home Galway Intermediate Hurling Championship final. Ballindereen and Tynagh Duniry delighted to be joined on co-commentary by Cyril Farrell
And I suppose it's a game that has whet the appetite, sir, in the last 2 weeks since the semi-finals. Tynagh, Duniry from a long way out in this championship, probably the favourites, but Ballindereen coming in with good pedigree, and we're looking forward to a very close contest here.
Yeah, like again, Sean, you'd have to say that probably the two best teams came to the top. Like Leitrim, Kinadima would have been very tight as well, had a lovely kind of a team, but, you know, they were beaten on the way, didn't qualify. So, like, you know, so these boys would like to be up senior again. Tynagh Duniry would be, as you say, fierce at the very start of the year, really, like, you know, and Matty Kenny taking over. He's a strong management team with him, and like they've kind of restructured the club in the sense that the same management team is more or less over the under 20s and the junior, the whole lot kind of working together. Big player back for them is Paul Killeen. Centre back, very, very strong.
Galway inter-county player in the past,
like was travelling for the last year. That played in London. That was a big player back, and you have the injured lads back as well. You have up front, and you have Shane Maloney, and you have Pádraig Brownie, and the young guys like John Connery. Like
let's look at that Tynagh Duniry team then, as we in the prep, as you say. From the middle core of the team, Brendan Lynch back in goal as well. I think, you know,
good keeper.
Yeah.
I went to school in Woodford. I know well. Was a good goalie then as well. And kind of for a while, kind of went away from it, but now he's back in song again. Now you're going to find that Pádraig Sheila play full back. Very solid. He's used experience more than anything else. And you've had John Whelan go corner back. Good player. Kevin Maloney is a good player. And they have the two lovely wing backs, Jordan and McHugh. Well, McHugh could go corner as well. But like around the middle, they have a young Mihal Power.
Yes.
This guy could be a future Galway hurler. Like he's played minor. Curty show like at a bad hook.
Missed the under 20 championship.
And it's good to have him back. You'll probably find Pádraig Brownie will probably start corner forward, but he'd be out around midfield. There's a lot of running, there's a lot of work, like, and you know, Niall Maloney, Ben Moore, and a good young fella as well, Shane Maloney. These are all kind of good young hurlers, and they would feel, I know deep down, knowing some of these guys, they would feel that they should be up senior. Now, after saying that, like Ballindereen have quality as well all over the place. And was it 2 or 3 years ago here, Sean, they played in the playoff?
This was the relegation final of 2 years ago.
Okay,
a 1 point win for Tynagh Duniry on a day when Ballindereen missed a lot. Do you remember we covered that game?
A tight game, and again Tynagh just got through. But again, like very, very settled. You have Kevin Meehan centre back, Robbie Lane full back, Mannion and O'Connell as two wing backs, Robbie Meehan and Kevin Lane midfield. And up front you have Evan Morgan now, who usually plays his club or hurling up this full back. He's now centre forward. Lafferty came on the last, they played very well. Inside you have Riley and Niall Cohen. You know, these guys are nice players. Sean Meehan. It's anyone's game, you know. It's going to be tight. Like you know, the people saying East Galway would feel like the Tynagh Duniry were kind of hot favourites, but you'll find in the final, you know, Sean, that favouritism is, you have to carry the tag. But
you do.
You know, everything is usually very close. Whoever takes their chances, probably, you know. And again, the goalies have a big part, but I suppose more important, or just as important, are the free takers. You'll find a good free taker and a good goalie this time of the year will hold you in the game for a long time.
And the good thing as well, given the recent inclement weather, is that we've a good day, sir, here in Ballinasloe. The pitch looks in good nick. No real discernible breeze. Slight bit, maybe, as we look out from our commentary position, maybe right to left a small bit, but it's as good a day as you're going to get.
Yeah, it's good as day. You have to compliment Christy Brown and his staff here, his management staff. Like, they've done a great job. We were all in early here, and I couldn't believe the condition of the pitch. Like, people were worried during the week would be able to take two matches, but there'd be no problem. There is a slight breeze. It's going from, I call the town and out to the country, but it's not going to have any big bearing on the game.
Certainly isn't. The Ballindereen team then in their huddle prior to the game, and you would certainly say that the distinct impression I got from Ballindereen, Cyril, there was a media day in Brooks there just last week, was there was a lot of hurt. There was a lot of hurt in the sense that they went down 2 years ago, but I don't think they performed last year. They got caught in the first round of the intermediate championship, I think, against Turlough Moore, second team, and in a tight 4 or a 3 game group, lose one, you're immediately under pressure. There's a lot of hurt to make up for that, I think.
Yeah, I saw them play in senior league last year. I thought they were very good.
Yes.
I actually tipped in a kind of a forum that they'd be one of the top 4. And I think they were one of the first teams beaten, and I couldn't believe it. But that can happen, and now they've reorganised, and you know they're going back in there again. Like Keith Conley is their manager, and Helbert and Meehan and Kevin Moore, these guys kind of know the players very well, and as you say, hurt can be a great thing once you get it out. They'll want to start well, I feel, because there's a big crowd here, you know, like it's swelling up here. There's going to be a fantastic crowd here the way it's going, like, you know.
And it's interesting that Kevin Ward, we'll give him a little bit of a kudos as well, involved of course with Michael Harper and McGrath and Sarsfields last weekend and the winning of the County Senior Camogie Championship. And Sarsfields, they really are going from strength to strength, but Kevin Ward double jobbing to a degree, but he'll have his focus on Ballindereen today.
Ah, yeah, good coach, and and kind of one of the new coaches, I would say, young coach coming up and kind of, mad keen to learn and doing very, very well. And as you say, starts is going from strength to strength, like even missing top.
Ball is in,
there we go.
Straight away, John Kane from the Rahon Newcastle Club in Galway is the referee. So it's Tynagh Duniry then in their largely blue jerseys with the green trim at the top, taking on Ballindereen with their green jerseys. And as Gary McHugo tries to bring the first ball forward, but already you can see the intensity of the work rate in both teams in the challenges. The ball has hardly moved between the two 65-metre lines, as eventually it's in the hands of a Ballindereen man, Kieran Ryan, who was deemed to have overcarried. For first blood in terms of the first ruck is won by Tynagh Duniry. We mentioned Kevin Ward, but Matty Kenny back with Tynagh Duniry. Seeing Liam Hodgins down there as well. Top class management team with Tynagh Duniry as well. Obviously went in this year with one aim.
Oh yeah, like one aim, but them all back. Hodgie, Micheál Dervin, Devine, Tom Breheny. These fellas, they're all Liam Power. They're kind of overall the hurling in the club, which is probably a good idea. And like they've gone from strength to strength during the year.
First free of the afternoon, then it's Shane Maloney. He's inside his own half. He's about a step away of the maybe size 8-9 boot that he could be wearing, away from the 65-metre line. He's in his, as I say, his own half of the field, bending, lifting and striking. Shane Maloney, former Galway star, of course, down to the ears, striking it, but that one goes to the left-hand side and wide. First free, now in fairness, sir, it was a difficult enough free. First free goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Yeah, but usually he get them. Usually he's very, very accurate. That's a let off for Ballindereen.
Michael Kelly is in goal. The genes are good there, of course, and the Kelly, that great family of hurling tradition in Ballindereen. As the ball quickly moved away there by Gary McHugo. First puck out from Ballindereen is repulsed, but they're onto the break ball and a flick ball in around the house into the full forward line. Well caught in there by Niall Cohn. Niall Cohn bearing down a goal. A shot into the back of the net. Niall Cohn, I think, has hit a goal in his last 3 games now. He got a goal against Abbey Knockmoy. He got a goal against Ceylon, and by word was he direct there, sir, took on the defence. It was a break ball that came back in, a kind of a ball that was passed into him, took it on the run, got away from his marker and off the left. Fine goal.
Yeah, you'd have to say he took it very well off the left. Like give Brendan Lynch and the goals no chance at all. It's a great start for Ballindereen, probably what they'd love. And here's another high one coming around the square again.
Long high ball, Robbie Meehan in there. Brendan Lynch, a little bit unsure initially, but then gets the touch of the second attempt and the goalkeeper comes away. So that's a little bit of an early warning sign from Ballindereen. David Jordan gets it out to Paul Killeen. Paul Killeen trying to get onto the ball. Already you can see the work rate, particularly of Ballindereen. They've turned over Paul Killeen. Nice ball inside to Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin wasn't down to start, but you can see he has started. But that's his first shot this afternoon. He's good in the semi, and that ball goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. 1 goal to no score. First blood then to Ballindereen.
Good score, a good goal, but like there was a let off for Tynagh Duniry, because that could have been scored as well. He was in a low position and missed a kind of an easy shot, you'd imagine.
Puck out from Brendan Lynch, goes over the line on the far side of the field. And you can often find, sir, favourites coming into any type of a game. Opponents will set out to start well, and Ballindereen coming in as underdogs. But I don't think the underdogs I think they've played the tag a little bit. I think they're very much here on merit. I think every one of us understood they have a very real chance, but they've got the start.
They've got the start that they were looking for, really.
So the
line ball here gone right over the line again.
Over the line, yeah. Shane Hines is the linesman on that far side of the field. So Shane Maloney showing interest in it already. Sean Meehan seems to be the man that's been asked to live with Shane Maloney this afternoon.
Looks like that, all right. Ballindereen have their matchups done. Like it's hard. Like we're looking at the jerseys here. Like Shane Meehan Shane seems to be back on Shane Maloney, which is kind of unusual. But that's the way it goes. That's the modern game.
So then Maloney to take this line ball inside the 45-metre line, far side of the field. Who'll forget his exploits with Galway in 2:15 as he strikes that one beautifully towards the post. That's a super score. Shane Maloney might have missed the first free, sir, but that's a magnificent sideline cut inside the 45-metre line into the country end here in Bannistow. 1 goal to 1 point.
Like this, that has played underage for Galway up through. Very unlucky in his senior campaign, really, because things just never got the break.
Michael Kelly's puck
very accurate.
Well taken by Robbie Meehan. Goes back to his centre back, Kieran Meehan. Meehan is half blocked though. The ball breaks in the midfield sector. Picked up by Niall Maloney. Gets it after the runner. That is Pádraig Breheny. Pádraig Breheny, lovely little measured pass inside, trying to get it into his full forward line. In there is John Dervin. Tries to keep the ball alive. Comes back though to Shane Maloney. Shane Maloney off the left. Strikes high in towards the post. Over the bar. He might have missed the free, sir, but he's put over a super sideline cut, and now he's got 1 from play. 1 goal Ballindereen. 2 points now for Tynagh.
Yeah, it's a great reply from Tynagh Duniry, because there were the 3 points, and they've back to a point next 2 score. They've got the next 2 scores and have settled down. We're going to have some game.
Yeah, it's a lively kind of a feel to it already, isn't there?
There is good and lively, and it's all like they're all mercantile.
Oh, there. Michael Kelly's puck out goes
Oh,
down
look at
to
this.
the
They're about
45
10
metre line.
of them
Great
here.
catch by Kieran Ryan out of the air there for Ballindereen. He's going to take on the shot, but from the minute it left the stick from Kieran Ryan, it was always going to the wrong side of the post and wide. But winning primary ball, always important. Quick puck out by Brendan Lynch. Immediately goes out to his wing back there. That is Kevin Maloney, and Kevin Maloney drives it off the left hand side. But it's taken back there by Kieran Meehan, the captain, or one of the joint captains of Ballindereen. Gets it out to the midfield sector, breaks kindly into Kevin Lane. Kevin Lane from the 65 metre line. Got good purchase on that. Lovely score on the swivel from Kevin Lane. Beautiful effort. Used the wrist, put it over the bar. 1-1 Ballindereen, 2 points Tynagh Duniry.
Lovely score. The breeze isn't having, no, it's with Tynagh Duniry, but it isn't having any effect on the puck outs or kind of the play really.
Brendan Lynch's puck out, one back there by the Ballindereen men who build the attack again into Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin immediately gets away, taking that pass from David Mannion. Shane Larkin can pop the point here off the right hand side, and Shane Larkin puts it over the bar. Wasn't down to start officially, but I can tell you he certainly started.
Yeah, it's a good score. Like, he's unlucky not to have two, but like he showed pace there, kind of worked the ball nice through the lines. The Ballindereen man got down the far side.
Yeah,
Sean, I don't know
importantly there, Cyril, that Ballindereen have enjoyed a bit of success on both puckouts thus far. They lead by 1-2 to 2 points.
Yeah, it's a lively game, isn't it?
It
nice,
is.
Nice standard.
Yeah, I think it's Kevin Lane that's just getting some running repairs over there. He's gone down, and John Kane, the referee, just goes over to have a quick look to see that he's okay. I think John Kane also takes a little swig from the bottle. Yeah, lively start in the first 6 minutes.
So far it's been very lively. To be fair, it's very, very clean as well. There's no like, there was no hard kind of malicious pull or anything there. Right, just a tackle. He's all right, just getting a bit of fresh air.
Yeah, Mixed Silver Cup is the cup that's on up for grabs this afternoon, and of course promotion to the Senior B grade next year. It's puck out by Brendan Lynch, goes long over there. David Mannion is tracking it, but it bounces nicely into the path of Pádraig Breheny. Pádraig Breheny then goes across, lovely ball into the hand of Shane Maloney, and Shane Maloney off the right puts it high, puts it over the bar. Lovely execution by Shane Maloney, but it was Pádraig Breheny that picked him out. So often two men that have been central to Tynagh Duniry.
Oh yeah, and so central to Galway underage as well. Like a beautiful, that's Breheny's thing. Like, he'll always play to the better position man. A beautiful ball, and no better man than Maloney to get the score.
Sean Meehan wins the Ballindereen puck out, goes across the field. 3 points Tynagh Duniry, 1-2 for Ballindereen. 3 out of the Tynagh Duniry defence. David Jordan, man of course involved in 2-17 with the Galway Miners, wins the free. Paul Killian takes it quickly, gets it upfield, try to get it into the welcoming hand of John Dervin. But it's the Tynagh Duniry men that are on the attack. That dangerous ball, John Conroy, I think, goes across the field to Pádraig Breheny. Well taken out there by Breheny. On the left, Breheny goes for a score on the 20 metre line, and Pádraig Breheny puts it high, puts it over the bar. Lovely score by Breheny. He's working and staying largely in that full forward line, Cyril, and has been very effective in there in this championship.
Yeah, like, you know, Breheny, Maloney, like they're still young, but they're around a long time, and no, but like they're very, very accurate. It's a lively game.
Team of 11 was it? I think.
Yeah. But the tackles here are ferocious, and so that's a free in.
Yeah, Paul Killian deemed to have fouled here on Ryan.
Well, it's very noticeable here. Like, they're marking in front of us, like Sean, and everyone is kind of holding and pulling and dragging. It's the man-to-man thing, really. Like, and they're all kind of under the puck out. Ballindereen are seen to be kind of loading this side of the field underneath it, and like it's hard to win it clean, but.
Yeah.
Soft.
Well, it's a contest, isn't it?
It's a contest.
And very often, well, now we've seen a bit of primary ball won here, but very often it's the break ball, isn't it?
No, it is really all the break ball. Now, this is important. It's a score one for Ryan Lane, but it's an important one for him, like, to score the first one and get his eye in.
And Ryan Lane does exactly that. Puts it high, puts it over the bar. Shane Larkin was the man that was involved in the move earlier on, so that was 4 points for Tynagh Duniry, 1-3 for Ballindereen. That goal already is a little bit of daylight, isn't it?
It has given Ballindereen that little bit of daylight, as you said, to keep their nose in front. What have we got? 8 or 9 minutes just gone.
Yeah.
Good puck out.
Good puck out by Brendan Lynch. Again goes to this left-hand flank, goes all the way to the 20-metre line, and that allows the cornerback back there, Hugh Moylan, to clear his lines very close to the sideline. Can Larkin keep it in? He can't, so Peter Campbell puts up the white flag to indicate that that'll be a line ball. The length of Lynch's puck out is impressive.
Now maybe the breeze will be stronger than we thought.
But like, we're looking at the flags just across the way.
It's picking up, I'd say, like, to be fair, but great puck out going long. But like Ballindereen back still, they're comfortable looking the whole time. They're seasoned, like, they know what they're at.
Yeah, Shane Maloney goes quick and short with the line ball, gets the 1-2, then tries to measure a ball out and does get it out there to Kevin Maloney. Kevin Maloney off the right, striking in towards the goal. Will it get inside that post? No, the umpire says it doesn't.
The idea was right, but the execution just wasn't. But it was a nice idea, short, quick line ball. Just shows you, like, that they're thinking and keeping Ballindereen on their toes.
Yeah, Michael Kelly with that first puck out. Immediately the target was moving. That's Robbie Meehan does well to keep it in the field of play, but then loses it. Ben Moran is in on it straight away, and Ben Moran gets a hand pass off then to David Jordan, two of the younger men of this Tynagh Ballindereen team. Jordan gets the nice little flick pass off the stick out to Niall Maloney, and Niall Maloney from out the field goes high, and Niall Maloney puts it high, puts it over the bar. Niall Maloney got 5 points in his last 2 games. He's got 6 now in his last 3. 1-3 for Ballindereen, 5 points Tynagh Ballindereen, nothing between them.
Yeah, nothing between, just a point, and Tynagh Ballindereen are hanging in well. Probably have more of the play than Ballindereen at the moment, but that goal, as you say, and here all the lads are running around and the man markers are going with them.
Yeah, the moving targets with the puck outs are interesting. Blocked down though, the Ballindereen puck out by Gary McHugo, but then Ballindereen recycle and go back the field, back to their centre back. That's Kieran Meehan from near the 5 position. Plays a lovely ball up to the 15 corner, but well read back there by the Duniry defender, who got a kind of a dramatic landing there as he won that ball, but you could see what Meehan was trying to do.
Yeah,
and he went from 5 to 15 and nearly got inside the defence.
Yeah,
defending.
The idea was right, like good defending. I don't know which, it's one of the Tynagh Ballindereen that got cut it off really.
I think it was Gary McHugo.
Yeah, it was well cut off, Gary. But Gary's an experienced campaign, like did that well, got back, used his pace to get back. Lucky enough from that he did, because if not, like Ballindereen gone right through.
Yeah, the flags just over that shot at the minute seem to be indicating that whatever breezes in it is with Tynagh Ballindereen in this opening half. Paul Killeen goes back to place the ball. 5 points for Tynagh Ballindereen, 1 goal and 3 points for Ballindereen. As Killeen goes long with this free then, going to drop around that danger area again. Ball breaking out, or advantage position just difficult at the minute to gauge where that ball is, and it's won then by Hugh Moylan. Hugh Moylan goes out to David Mannion. David Mannion ends up on the ground but has the ball in his hand. The man that broke up the field, of course, for an important goal in the semi-final. Keeps the ball alive, and suddenly Kevin Lane is in, I was going to say a little bit of space, but he did get a little bit of space to swing and strike a long ball in towards the goal. The end is going to be dealt with by Brendan Lynch, the Tynagh Ballindereen goalkeeper. Measures a nice pass out to Paul Killeen. Paul Killeen gives a little shimmy to go one way, goes the other way, then he's fouled. Killeen, huge factor in that semi-final win for Tynagh Ballindereen, beginning to grow here as well now, sir.
Yeah, he's growing and he's taking very fast ball. Now this stage he's calling Shane Maloney out, like, you know, because he'll feel he can score. Like, this guy is good free taker. It is, but it's well within his range. Like, the accuracy might be different, but this guy is very good. Like, you know, he's done it the big day for Galway and everyone else. He'll feel he's able to do it. I know he's missed one, but like, he's got line balls and he's got his few points already from play. Like, you know, like, so he will feel happy at this stage.
Inside his own 45-metre line, he's about 1.5 metres inside his own 45-metre line. He's striking it towards the country end here, the Akron Road end of Ballinasloe. It has the distance, does it have the accuracy? No, tails to the wrong side of the post and wide. 3 wides for Tynagh Ballindereen, but the scoreboard tells us they have 5 points on the board, but Ballindereen have won 3. Michael Kelly, the keeper.
That goal is still there for the, you know, and that's the way it is. Like,
Michael Kelly's giving us kind of a signal with the right hand up there, sir, whether that means something to one of the forwards on the field. Evan Morgan has got into a little bit of space. David Mannion tried to get onto the break ball, but well repulsed there by the men of Tynagh Ballindereen, and suddenly Shane Maloney is on the ball. Shane Maloney goes past the 65-metre line, tries to hop it off the ground. David Mannion comes back though, does enough to stop and get an initial control of it. The ball breaks away, and Mannion will take credit for that turnover before Sean Meehan ends up on the deck. Who will win it? Well won over there by Conor Jordan, lively forward. Gets the pass off then to John Conroy. John Conroy comes in off the left. John Conroy striking in towards the goal. He's happy where it's gone.
Good score.
The reason he's happy is because it's gone over the bar. John Conroy, I want to make the point, he's operating largely at a level he's been quite so far, but by God, this is a good hurler, John Conroy.
Yeah, he's very
level
good.
In Ballinasloe.
Very good in the air too. He could come into life. Like, he hasn't been in it up to now, but all of a sudden he could burst into it. But now Tynagh are back on level terms again. But, like, you know, Ballindereen are still in this game very much.
Yeah, 13:41 gone in the clock, opening half of the Winner-Home Galway Intermediate Championship Final. It's 6 points for Tynagh Ballindereen, 1-3 for Ballindereen. That early goal from Ballindereen certainly steady then from Niall Cohen as they come on the attack again. It's an opportunity to swing, but Shane Larkin was forced to go back the field. Good defensive work, gets it back then to Meehan. That is Kieran Meehan. Kieran Meehan half hook to that hook was crucial to take the sting out of the shot, and it just dropped into the welcoming hand of Brendan Lynch, the Tynagh Ballindereen goalkeeper. Strikes it off the field. Conor Jordan takes it down with the stick, but then he's beaten to it by the ravenous nature of this Ballindereen defence. And John Kane deemed that as the wing back Matthew O'Connor was coming out, he was pushed there. That's going to be back in it.
Someone down here,
Tynagh Ballindereen. Is that the midfielder Michael Power?
I don't know, and I'd say it's a hamstring has gone, because like there was no one near him, and down his own. Paul Killeen was beside him. It wasn't a tackle. It wasn't anything else.
That's a blow now, because
Ambrose Hodgins has gone out to now, and he kind of knows himself. You kind of know by the look of him, you know.
And Micheál Power's a lad, he's got a lot of injuries. He had shoulder injuries.
Yeah.
We said at the start to the top, he missed the under-20 campaign with Galway
it's
this
Micheál,
year.
it's Micheál that's down all right,
Yeah,
like, and he's
yeah.
getting a rubbing, but like if the hamstring is gone, rubbing it, like, you know, if it's gone, it's gone.
You don't run that off. Now
Maybe
maybe
it isn't.
Yeah, we'll give.
Give him every chance.
We're not medical experts here in the box.
No.
But we'll give an opinion. But
Now, what will happen here is, if he does have to go off, to have a ready replacement in Colin Larkin. This guy is experienced as well. Would be unlucky not to be on the team, but like, you know,
yes,
yeah,
a teacher in the present, right?
Now maybe Micheál is all right. He's up. He seems to be all
He's
right.
a tough bit of stuff. This Power,
he'll want to play. There's
a
no
bit of a character as well from. A few dealings with him. You would certainly hope in a county final, sir. But 15 minutes in, you don't want to go off with injury.
Yeah, but the thing about him is as well, he won't go he won't want to go off either. No on him.
Micheál Kelly, then the goalkeeper, will restart from his own 45-metre line. He'll fancy this, you know. He's a pot at the post, going to drop just to the wrong side of the post and wide, but it was dropping in that danger here between the crossbar and the post, but it went wide. 6 points then for Tynagh Aberdeen, 1-3 for Ballindereen. Tynagh Aberdeen relegated in last year, beaten by a Haskafone by a point. As the puck out is turned over, breaks to Robbie Meehan. Robbie Meehan, long high ball in around the house again, but Brendan Lynch comes out. Ballindereen will feel that they had no one in that full forward position to deal with that ball as it broke. David Jordan at wing back goes from the 5 to the number 12 position over to Micheál Power. Looks like he's recovered, takes it down well. Power tries to flick it off to the in-running John Conroy. Went astray though, tidied up by Matthew O'Connor, and Matthew O'Connor gets it out then to Sean Meehan. Sean Meehan looks upfield. Doesn't get an awful lot of purchase on it, but it might work. Taken down by Paul Killeen. It immediately Kieran Ryan and Niall Cohn are onto it. Niall Cohn gets a push in the back. Free to Ballindereen. Impressed with Ballindereen's work rate, sir. They're onto everything.
They're trying hard. They're working very hard. Like, and you know, for a good while there, Tynagh Aberdeen were kind of winning the breaking ball in front of it. But the last two turns now, like,
as you were talking, I'm watching Micheál Power, and he's gingerly walking, and that move has been made, sir.
Yeah, well, like, if it's gone, it's gone. You see, there's not much you can do with it. But they have already made, like, you know, Larkin won't, like, he won't let anyone down in the sense, like, very, very experienced.
Now you're hard to go to Micheál Power because he's had a succession of injuries, sir, in the last few years. He has bulked up well, as you can see as well, and that's a blow to him and to Tynagh Aberdeen.
Like, and he's a young lad, you know what I mean. Like, you'd like to see and a future Galway lad, really, if you can keep it going, like, you know.
Still level then in Ballinasloe with a chance to change that stat though. That's standing over the free is Roy Lane, and Roy Lane does exactly that. His second score from the place ball this afternoon. Edges his team from the south. Ballindereen in front again. 1-4 Ballindereen. 6 points for Tynagh Aberdeen.
Finally balanced on the puck outs are long.
Yeah. Looks like Colin Larkin has gone straight in as a direct swap as that puck out won over there by Pádraig Breheny. Pádraig Breheny coming in along the 20-metre line, gets the pass off. We're playing the advantage with the referee. John Kane goes back and didn't see an advantage accruing, and that will be a free in. And certainly Breheny looks lively, playing some of the best hurling of his career.
He's really the last two games was really he's come back into form. Like, this guy was probably one of the best midfielders in minor level in Croke Park. Was under great Tony Kelly one time and kind of out hurled him when they were under 18 at the time. Shane Maloney the same, fast in, and like has been around the senior team for a long time without ever getting a real break, and like he's coming back to himself now. Like, you know, sometimes, Sean, when you're in that senior panel and you're not getting the games, like you can go back.
It's dispiriting, isn't it?
It's tough going.
It is,
you know.
it is.
So
you need to get away from it to come back again, maybe.
Just looking at Micheál Power here now, like, and he looks dejected, the poor old fella, like, because, you know, his heart and soul will be in this. Yeah, 4th point from Shane Maloney from the free, but interestingly, the physio was on the case straight away. There's ice being applied. She'll treat it. You wouldn't know. Maybe he could see action again, but it looks doubtful. Puck out, well taken into the welcoming hand there of Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin goes back the field. The men of Ballindereen recycle the ball and clear it downfield again into that half-hour line. Roy Lane tries to get a touch on it, but back defending. Gary McHugh goes back there, and the man that does pick it up coming out is Pádraig Shield. Pádraig Shield then gets it off to Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney goes a nice little short ball out to the full forward John Dermot, who broken away from the position. Gets the hand pass off then nicely into Ben Moran. Ben Moran is inside. He's in on the goal. Ben Moran gets the pass inside. This is a goal scoring chance for Conor Jordan. Goes across the edge of the square, and it goes across the edge of the square. It could have been finished in the net. It wasn't. That's a let off for Ballindereen. They defended it well. Conor Jordan looked like he had done everything right. Can the men of Tynagh Aberdeen still get a score from the same attack as the effort goes off the stick of Niall Maloney? Goes wide. That could have been a big score and a big save. What have we got? 19 or 20 minutes gone, I think. Is it hard to see it from here? And like that could have been the back of net, but a great save.
Certainly is, and it was Conor Jordan that was inside. I think it was one of the defenders, was it Hugh Moylan, that had gone back onto the goal line, that made a huge difference in terms of ensuring that Conor Jordan didn't have the ability there to finish it, but credit Hugh Moylan back on the goal line.
Yeah, as a Ballindereen on the full back line is down, and you can't see from here he's on his back. I think it's one of the cornerbacks, but like their defenders, it was the only time they were actually opened up, but they still got back to prevent a certain goal.
So then the running repairs are taking place there with the full-back Robbie Lane. Interesting man. He has a busy day tomorrow. He's involved in the backroom team with St. Thomas's as well.
Good lad, great lad. Like, you know, these fellas are right. It's very finely balanced. 20 minutes gone, 1-4 to 7 points. Anyone's game.
7 points from 1-4.
Here we go again, about 10 underneath it.
Yes, Kieran Ryan goes in, tries to break it, and does manage to break it back. Picked up then by Sean Meehan. Sean Meehan tries to get the hand pass inside, but that's intercepted by David Jordan. The man that tidies up then is Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney goes back into a crowded area. That work rate of Ballindereen. Turnover, Gary McHugo, and Shane Larkin is the man that's heading to the right corner forward position. Puts back a lovely ball to Evan Morgan. Evan Morgan, can he point from this? Evan Morgan striking in towards the goal. First point of the day for Evan Morgan, who for me was one of the stars of the semi-final. A score down to great execution in the end, but work rate at the start.
It was down to work rate because they won a ball, the turnover ball they shouldn't have, and they're gone 1 point up again. 5 to 7 points. Great ball, but a great point by Morgan.
So that 1 point lead as that puck out, breaking that crowded area at the other end of the field, nearly breaks into the on-running John Dervin. John Dervin, though, is stopped going inwards, and the man that's fouled is Robbie Lane, and that's going to be a free out. And Tynagh, they've threatened, sir. Conor Jordan was in. John Dervin was nearly in.
You'd have to say that the backs, Mannion, Meehan and Conor, the boys inside Burke Lane and Moylan, they're hanging on, but they are hanging on, and Kelly behind them, like, you know, they're good, and you'd have to say a bit of luck as well.
But it's working.
It's working. But Tynagh Abbey are threatening that breakthrough, aren't they? They're threatening that goal the whole time.
The last 2 or 3 attacks have looked dangerous, as out comes Michael Kelly to take the free out, going to drop in around the house. And a great catch out of the air there by Paul Killeen, and out comes the powerful centre half back from Tynagh Abbey. Ball in hand, looks upfield, and then plays a lovely ball into the corner forward position, well taken by Pádraig Breheny. Pádraig Breheny swivels, tries to lay off the pass to the in-running player there, and the free there is. John Kane indicated as the ball was laid off. I think it was John Conroy that was trying to get onto it there.
Again, Breheny could have tapped over himself, but again, he's not selfish. Like, he's trying to create the big one, and again, only he's fouled. We're probably gone through. They're threatening this. They're opening up the gaps.
Certainly are.
But Sean, the breeze has got stronger, I would think, with Tynagh Abbey at the moment. Like looking at the flags, the puck out from Brendan Lynch is going nearly up to the 21 anytime he wants to.
Interesting, Liam Hodgins, just see him off the camera here. He's come out and he's had a word with Paul Killeen. I think it's about placement of ball coming out of defence. That one from Killeen was a better ball into space, created a scoring chance from which Shane Maloney should get it. So use of ball, probably one of the things they'll be looking at.
Yeah, well, like, you know, Killeen, when he bursts up the field, could be capable of putting it over himself as well, you know, with that breeze behind him, because this guy, Killeen, is no ordinary hurler.
So Shane Maloney then, bending, lifting and striking, putting it high, putting it over the bar. His 5th point of the contest. We look at the board now, and it's Tynagh Abbey 8 points. It's Ballindereen 1-5. I think that's the 3rd time, is it, that they're actually level in this opening half of the contest.
Well, it's the seesaw kind of a game now. Ballindereen did get the perfect start, but Tynagh came right into it and didn't get their goal yet, like, you know.
Puck out towards Robbie Meehan. David Jordan covered that run. Ben Moran back in the tracking role from the half-forward line. Then clears the ball upfield looking for and finding John Conroy. John Conroy just comes out off his stick there, goes out over the line, the far side of the field. The old adage, sir, 23 minutes into this intermediate final, 1-5 Ballindereen and Tynagh Abbey 8 points. The old adage is you win nothing handy. No. Certainly is coming through here, isn't it?
Yeah, even when you're favourites, like, it doesn't. When you get to a final, like, even if it's a grade X, if you know what I mean, the other team is good, and they'll go down. They won't go down without a fighting. So that's what sport is all about.
Absolutely. As the line ball on that far side of the field, about to be taken by Robbie Meehan. Goes across the field with it, but it's well read there by Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney from Tynagh Abbey, half blocked down though by Roy Lane. As David Jordan then gets the ball, tries to get it upfield. Pádraig Breheny is hovering around that half-forward line position. David Mannion is in there with that red helmet for the Ballindereen men, but the man that eventually gets it is Shane Maloney. Tried to scoop it over his head to one of his own men. John Conroy was taken out of it though. Cheap free from Ballindereen because they'd actually dealt with the danger, and that's going to be a free in.
Dealt with the danger and 2 or 3 men for one ball and give a soft free in, and this is what Tynagh Abbey up in front for the first time.
Hubert Gagan tells us that there's a fundraising card game and raffle in aid of the Irish Wheelchair Association. It's in the Temperance Hall in Knockray on Sunday the 12th of November. at 8 o'clock. Tickets are €10. You can get them from Hubert Gagan. So that's in the Temperance Hall in association with the Wheelchair Association. And by God, Hubert is back with the cards. Good and early.
Yes, we'd like to wish Pádraig Pierce from Abbey, who's in the Galway Hospital, the best of luck. He'd love to be here at the match, but his team Abbey are going to go a pint up here. He'd be happy.
He will. Big shout out to Pádraig there as Shane Maloney puts it over the bar. So I suppose, sir, coming up to 5 minutes before the break, considering they conceded the goal early on, Tynagh have now gone one in front, 9 points to 1-5.
They're happy enough, but now the few points before half time are always very, very big in all these games.
First time they lead in the game. That's Shane Maloney's point there. So 9 points to 1-5. As back working hard as Niall Maloney gets it off into David Jordan, takes it in well. It's surrounded immediately by the green jerseys of Ballindereen. Do they foul? No, they go back with the hand pass though. Does Jordan back to Pádraig Shield, and Pádraig Shield hits a little bit of open country, asking John Dervin to win the foot race there with Hugh Moylan. John Dervin is on the ball, coming in on the 20-metre line, flicks the ball inside to Conor Jordan. Conor Jordan gets this one into his hand. Conor Jordan off the left, sends it in high. Lovely score by Conor Jordan, and suddenly Sir Tynagh Duniry going in front for the first time 1 minute ago, stretching the lead out now to 2, 10 points to 1-5. Good play, and John Dervin had done good in that hold-up role so far.
Played very, very well and won the ball. I suppose you'd think he wasn't going to win. Now they're gone 2 points up, which is vital before half-time because they have that breeze. But here comes Ballindereen.
Yeah, David Mannion tries to get the pass off. This is the two wing-backs, Matthew O'Connor. He's now in the left half-forward position. He's the right half-back. Matthew O'Connor is a good hurler, and I'll tell you why he's a good hurler, because he can pop the ball over the bar with ease.
Score.
Lovely score. Excellent young hurler, Matthew O'Connor. Came through the underage system with Galway. Excellent point. 10 points to 1-6. It was Matthew O'Connor and David Mannion, the two wing backs that were on that puck out.
Well, it's gone to the modern, like again, the wing backs come up attacking, not afraid to attack. This has gone wrong.
Pádraig Shield overhits that one. It goes then to Evan Morgan. He's already got 1 point. Another one of the new men on this, the younger men, and Evan Morgan has got it inside the post. Suddenly, we were saying that there was 2 points between them, that Tynagh Duniry were opening the gap. We're back on level terms again, 1-7 to 10.
Back on 2 again, like, you know, and this is Lynch's puck out. He's going to go along, down the far side.
He does. Goes looking for and finding John Dervin. John Dervin goes back with the hand pass then to Ben Moran. Ben Moran off the right, striking from the 45-metre line. Lovely score from a lovely hurler, Ben Moran. Beautiful ball back to him, but he looked so comfortable hitting off the right, putting it over the bar. Tynagh Duniry going 1 in front again, 11 points to 1-7. I tell you, it's end-to-end here, sir. Injury to a Ballindereen man, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of broken down the play, which might mean any harm for them. As the play in the last few minutes has got hectic in, the ref John Kane is calling to puck it out.
Yeah, there's a signal coming again from Michael Kelly. And this one goes to the right hand flank, the right half forward position. Shane Maloney put under fierce pressure by David Mannion, tracking both under the puck out here, under the sand in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe. Well won there by Kevin Maloney, gets it out, but it's moved on the ground by Ballindereen. Suddenly this is a break ball. Evan Morgan is onto it, and the semicircle on the 20-metre line. He's making an angle for himself, put down by Gary McHugo. I'd say outside the big square, it's going to be a 20-metre free. I would say John Kane comes out.
Gary took one for the team.
He did. He nearly had to, because Morgan was straight in
but
the line, sir.
Wasn't it a great crime? It's the first ground ball hit today.
I knew you'd say it.
Like, you know, good God Almighty, just show it has its place at certain times.
Well, a fastball to a forward, sir, no matter what, he'll take it.
Comes in hard.
Yeah, yellow card for Gary McHugo, who, as you say, had to take that one.
Yeah, to be fair, he had to take it. Like
Morgan coming into the game too, was after shipping 2 points.
After shipping 2 points, and he was gone. Like, there was only one thing in his head there. He was cutting through for the goal, but they had to be pulled down. So this should be a tap over for Ry Kane again, or Ry Lane, I mean.
Ry Kane, that's a famous name. Meanwhile, one of the Ballindereen players is getting some running repairs out in front of us here as well. John Kane, I think, is going to stop Ry Lane hitting the free just to check.
Have a look at this. I think just in the back of the head, he's all right.
Yeah. Already, of course, we've seen one injury with Micheál Power going off for Tynagh Duniry. Is it Shane Larkin that's looks to be the man that's down? Not quite sure there. The referee indicating that he'll give him whatever time is needed. David Earls is also out there as the fourth pitch. At 11 points for Tynagh Duniry, 7 points for Ballindereen. We played 29 minutes of the opening half. Looks like David Mannion now has got the man marking role on Shane Maloney. Shane Larkin, that's good. Standing back to his feet, which is good to see.
Yeah, he got caught underneath the high ball there, but like he just shook a bit, but I'd say he'll be all right.
Yeah. And Mellett, I think, is the physio. Good to see him smiling at him anyway, so that's a good sign. As Referee John Kane is about to give the signal to Roy Lane. He's standing over this 20-metre free for the last minute or so, but I think he'll make a simple job of it.
Yeah, and will there be 20 minutes injury time, Sean? It's coming up to 30 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't see the signal yet. So Roy Lane then has the chance to make it a level ball game again, just outside the 20-metre line. Larkin Shane comes back into the fray. Roy Lane puts it high, puts it over the bar. His third score of the game. And guess what, sir? We're back on level terms. 11 points for Tynagh.
You can bet your bottom dollar Brendan Lynch will go long again.
Yeah. Even though, was it 3 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes is the signal. Long puck out by Lynch again. Breaks inside. Dealt with though initially by Kieran Meehan. Then he's put under pressure. John Conroy comes in. The ball nearly flicked away along the ground there, but it's picked up there by Sean Meehan, working hard for Ballindereen. Sean Meehan comes out, he's fouled, and that's going to be a free downfield for the men of Ballindereen. So 3 minutes of additional time, sir. Bit of thinking for both management teams coming up to half time, isn't there?
They'll both have their thinking caps on. Like, and as you said, the work rate of Ballindereen, the Meehans and these guys, the work rate is very high.
Yeah. You just see Shane Hines, the linesman on that far side of the field. His flag is up there, and you can see there's a fair ruffle in the flag from the breeze.
The breeze has picked up since we started anyway. And there's a big rainbow coming up.
There is a lovely rainbow, actually, yeah. God, we've enough of rain, anyway. We'll do with the rainbow. We don't want any more rain.
We'll have to start bottling it, Sean.
I will. And then if we start to bottle it, it's probably stop. But anyway, 31 minutes gone. Opening half, level here in the intermediate final. That ball breaking back from the Tynagh Abbey half-forward line. Comes back out though to Sean Meehan. Sean Meehan has the shot, but it's taken by Brendan Lynch. And Brendan Lynch will go long again. Down the field, down into that crowded, or beyond the crowded midfield. Third, Pádraig Breheny tries to keep it in play, but it's flicked away there by Robbie Lane, and that's going to be a line ball on the side of the field.
Breheny is there now. Lane got a great flick and has got over the line, but like Breheny is very, very dangerous, and Shane Maloney will fancy himself from this again.
And Pádraig Breheny, that would be the type of ball that if he got away from you with his pace, he was gone.
Lovely ball here.
Yeah, back the field went Shane Maloney to Paul Killeen. Paul Killeen bursting up through the central channel, deemed to have charged into his man, much to the ire of Liam Hodgins and Matty Kenny. Free out.
It was like the South African forwards. Straight into him.
Absolutely.
No, to be fair, he stood up to him, but not an easy man to start up to.
No. Roy Lane now has a free from a longer distance than the last few he's hit. 32 gone in the clock, so we were into the last minute of the addition time signalled at the end of this opening half. 1-8 Ballindereen, 11 points in Abbey.
He's a long way out for this one. He's against the breeze, but I saw him practicing beforehand. Lord, the breeze is picking up now, Sean. There's no doubt about that.
He's back near his own 45-metre line. It's certainly high enough. It's going to go a long way. It's going to go nearly all the way. Taken down though by Paul Killeen. He dropped out of the hand on the edge of the square, trying to keep it alive. Shane Larkin is pulling in there. Ball on the edge of the square. And eventually John Kane says, what we'll do, we'll come out to the 20-metre line. Wow.
Ooh, could go anywhere. Drop ball.
Drop ball when it was Paul Killeen came out of
his
hand.
It looked to be going over and he popped up.
Probably just held by the breeze. Dangerous ball dropping in around the square. Tynagh will just want to repulse this attack.
Yeah, they definitely won't want to let it score in here before half time.
Throw in takes place. Shane Larkin goes after it again. John Whelan in his slipstream. Larkin goes down on it, ends up on the ground, very close to the sideline. He's on the 20-metre line on the sideline, plays a nice crossing ball over towards Evan Morgan. Evan Morgan breaks into his path. It's won by Niall Cohen. Niall Cohen half hooked on the shot, and Brendan Lynch, good defending. I think it was Paul Killeen that might have got the hook.
Got a hook in.
Vital hook, because Niall Cohen has got the only goal of the game so far. There's the blow for the half-time whistle. So at half-time, it's Ballindereen that go in with 1-8 on their registered in the opening half. Tynagh Abbey have got 11 points. We're level. We're exactly the same as we started, Cyril. But you would have to say, both teams, a bit of thinking to do here. Tynagh will be delighted to have got away with conceding the goal, get back on level terms. Ballindereen will probably feel they didn't add to it enough. Breeze will be with Ballindereen in the second half. I don't know how significant it is, though.
Maybe in puck-outs and frees as regards long ones, but other than that, it has no bearing on the game, because both teams they're very, very evenly matched. And we were talking beforehand, like when they met in the round robin, it was a draw as well. That last ball, it'll just show you like a drop kind of shot was coming a lot for a long time, and then when it came, drop short, and it could have gone anywhere. But like, to be fair, just cleared out, and the throw-in didn't actually come like it came, but there was nothing out of it. It's even, Stephen. It's still anyone's game. I suppose like Ballindereen will feel they have the breeze, but the breeze isn't going to win this match. They'll have to keep working, keep taking the scores. We saw a few times that Tynagh opened them up, but didn't finish. Didn't finish. I suppose at least in 2 or 3 times they could have got about 2 goals anyway, but didn't. Whereas when they got one chance, Ballindereen got one, nearly got another one. Anyone's game, all to play for, and as you say, finals aren't easily
Oh
won.
my God, they're not. Half time then here in Ballinasloe, the Intermediate Hurling Championship final sponsored by Winahome Galway. It's level terms. Ballindereen won 8, Tynagh and Duniry 11 points. Come back and join Cyril and myself for the second half live here.
Hi, Paul Bellew, Galway GA chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best.
Is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive, and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness, literally every single time. But this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Tynagh steps off the project with them.
One of Trynagh's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Tynagh. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Tynagh is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Coalfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, coalfieldindustrial.com, the #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Coalfield Industrial.
Welcome back here to Dublin Park at half-time, where the teams or the panel members continue to have their puck around. Half-time in the Intermediate Championship final then, of course, as it was at half-time. 1-8 to 11 points, teams level. And Cyril Farrell on co-commentary this afternoon. We're just chatting since the end of the opening half there. Probably Ballindereen will be the happier team in that they have kept the game level at half-time. There was a breeze to come. Yet the flip side of it, Tynagh have threatened a few times in that opening half as well, haven't they?
They have, yeah, and like you'd have to say that Pádraig Breheny, Conor Jordan, these fellas, John Dervin inside, like they're very, very steady. Shea Maloney, like any chance he'll get his score. They have been more in line, but they have been coming into it, and they've been kind of unlucky, Sean, for a kind of 2 or 3 goal chances. To be fair to the Ballindereen backs, last ditch tackles and got away with it. But like hearing that in Ballinasloe now, Tynagh now in the second half are playing into what we call the scoring goal, the town goal. That's the scoring goal, even though the breeze is with Ballindereen in the second half, and there is a bit of a breeze after picking up as we went through the first half. Now Ballindereen will have in the second half, but that's not going to win it for them. You know what I mean? They're going to have to hurl well. Tynagh, Duniry look a little bit more balanced. So there's, that little bit, but they'll have to be kind of, their work rate will have to come up a bit, because definitely so far the work rate of Ballindereen, Sean, here in front of us has been very, very kind of impressive. They've worked very, very hard. Now whether they'll be able to keep that work rate up for the 35 or 30-35 in second half is another thing, because they did work very hard. They have the breeze to help them. It was very noticeable in the first half that Brendan Lynch's puck out, he was able to reach the 21 on the far side, no problem. It'll be interesting to see where Michael Kelly will go with this in the second half. But at the moment now there's a bit of a squeal of a shower coming as well. It'll make the grass that little bit slippy and a bit wet. It'll make it a bit harder. Second half as well, Sean, like Tynagh, Abbey, Duniry attack, the ball won't be going wide on them. Like, it'll be coming in a bit shorter and it might actually suit them.
Yes.
It's anyone's game. Like, both sets of management team will be hammering home. Like, the Ballindereen will be happy enough in the sense they're level going into half-time against the breeze, but like, they will know that the breeze is going to win it for them. Whereas Tynagh will be kind of saying, the management there will be kind of at them, come on, they have to up it at this, they're above this level, and they're going to have to pay above that level to win the second half.
It's incredible how over the course of a year, I mean, the teams were played once in the championships, or it ended in a draw, 2-16 to 1-19. For the rest of the championship, despite, say, Ballindereen got better in their opening round against Kinvara, but they blew everyone else away. They've scored 10 goals in the championship, they conceded 5. Tynagh, Duniry, who have been really miserly in defence, they've only conceded 3 goals in their contest so far, the championship so far. Now they've conceded 1 today. They powered past everyone, Kinvara and Spidgel early on. Then the draw with Ballindereen, had a hard game in the quarter-final over Carnmore. Yeah, 4 points down one stage. We're comfortable against Aircourt. Scored 10 goals as well. Like, so both teams are kind of been gearing for here, haven't they?
They've been gearing for this all year. Both teams would feel that this is where they belong. And knowing both teams, they would feel that they'll hold their own in the Senior B, no problem. And they will. They're two very good hurling teams here. And, I suppose it's great competition. It's the first time really to spring it into life in Galway, and the teams have embraced it well, and you can see playing at their own level, it's improving them, and they will improve with their matches. It's going to be tough for whoever loses, because you have to start all over again.
And of course you have Calimer coming down from Senior B this year. They'll be in intermediate again next year, so it doesn't get any easier.
No, and they were missing a lot of players this year, and if they get them back, they'll be forceful enough next year. Thing I meant to say as well, Sean, for the people overseas that kind of listen to us or tune in, the streaming has gone very, very popular for both Ballindereen and Tynagh, Abbey. You'd love to welcome them and say, and I hope you're enjoying it, because as you know, when you go away, you nearly become more. It means more. Whether you're in England or Australia or America, it means a lot more. A lot of lads was in the local village last night, and we've been near enough to Tynagh, Abbey, and we're saying about all different lads that were away, and they were onto them to do as well as they could. So it'll just show you you love your native shore.
Absolutely. Looks like Colin Harney is into the Tynagh Duniry team for the start of the second half. Warwick Shield is making his way back into that full back line. John Kane has the two sets of midfielders ready. John Kane throws it in. Second half underway. 111 to 8-1. Sean, start again. 11 points to Tynagh Duniry. 1-8 to Ballindereen, and it's Ballindereen that are on the ball at the start of the second half. Evan Morgan goes back then to Kieran Meehan, and Kieran Meehan plays a crossing ball over to the 13 corner, well taken over there by Kieran Ryan. Kieran Ryan off the left, puts it high and puts it over the bar. Kieran Ryan gets his first point of the second half. Gary McHugo is the man that's been taken off by Tynagh Duniry at half-time. Colin Harney is in. McHugo got that yellow as well. But a good start to the second half of Kieran Ryan, putting the men from Ballindereen one in front. 1-9 to 13 points. Great catch out of the skies by John Conroy. And 11 for Tynagh Duniry. Gets off to Ben Morden. Referee has deemed, though, the free out. Did he say that he went too far with the ball?
Overcarried that little bit, Tough call, but I'd say the referee is right. He did he powered his way through and just carried it. You couldn't blame him. He was tempted to carry it. Now,
Tynagh need him in the game, don't they, John Conroy?
They do, and they brought him. He needs to, but he's capable of coming into it. Be interested to see what Michael Kelly does with this ball. He has the breeze behind him, he's on his own, inside his own 65, long way out. But just be interested to see what will happen.
Ballindereen won the intermediate championship in 2017, also won it in 2000, the 2 championships, relegated in 2021 when they lost to today's opponents by a point. Michael Kelly has done what? I'll tell you what he's done. He's put it straight over the bar. That gives you an indication of the breeze, perhaps, Earl. 2 early quick-fire points from Ballindereen.
Yeah, gone 2 points ahead. The breeze is strong. Definitely on the freeze or puck outs, it tells. Other than that, it won't have any bearing on it.
So the puck out then from Brendan Lynch, who was going long in the opening half. This one reaches the opponent's 65, taken down by John Conroy, nearly broke for Colin Larkin. Ball though is stopped initially by Ballindereen. David Mannion goes in, but the break ball is won by Pádraig Breheny. Goes out with the pass then to Ben Moran. Ben Moran though drops it, immediately surrounded by 3 Ballindereen players. David Mannion is in there. Also in there is Robbie Meehan, just inside the 45-metre line. Ball doesn't go that far. Eventually kind of sprays out. Shane Maloney tries to go down over it. Also in there is Conor Jordan for Tynagh Duniry. Tynagh Duniry wearing the blue jerseys.
Blow it up soon,
yeah, he's going to blow it up, but I have to say from the word go, Ballindereen's work rate, sir, if they can keep that work rate up for the remainder of this game, it's going to give them a serious chance here.
Yeah, well, that'll be the big thing. Are they fit enough to keep going? Like they're going a mile a minute. It's a tough game, like, you know. And like Tynagh will keep going because to me they look very well tuned.
1 goal and 10 points for Ballindereen, 11 points for Tynagh Duniry. We played 32.5 minutes in this second half of the Intermediate Championship final here in Duggan Park and Ballinasloe. Don't forget that the second final, the replay of the Senior B final between Mullion and Haskafona, will throw in at a later time now, we believe, at 4 o'clock. So that's for people coming on their way to Duggan Park. I believe that throw-in time will be at 4 o'clock. As Shane Maloney gets the ball, but again he's surrounded on the 45-metre line by green jerseys of Ballindereen, who went to get a flick away, but they flick it back the field to Conor Jordan, and Conor Jordan was brave, went down, got the ball, and then there was a pull across him, and that's going to be a free.
It's a flick across there.
Yeah,
it's a tough one on Kieran Meehan because he did the right thing, like he just flicked across to keep the ball away from him. But this is a gimme for Shane Maloney. He should be another, bring it back to a point.
33 minutes in, so Shane Maloney has been the top scorer in that opening half with 6 points. He's taking his time just outside the semicircle area, striking into the scoreboard end, or the town end goal here in the Duggan Park and Ballinasloe. He's put it high, he's put it over the bar. 7 points, and as you say, sir, back to a 1 point ball again. Team of Duniry 12, 110 Ballindereen.
Be interesting where this puck out goes. It was a very intense game, isn't it, Sean?
Oh,
like
it is, yeah. There's a big prize, sir. There's a big prize.
You have to say, long.
Michael Kelly, the point-scoring goalkeeper from the free. It's a huge puck out down to the full forward line. Ball breaks out around the semicircle area there. Niall Maloney's going down trying to pick it up. The man that does pick it up is Paul Killeen, and Paul Killeen coming out of defence, comes away. Ball comes out of his grip, wins it at the second attempt. Killeen being forced under pressure there by Evan Morgan, and then Killeen decides to drive it down the field, where the other centre back, Kieran Meehan, does well to take it to the ground. Who's onto the break ball? Won in the midfield sector by Kevin Lane. Kevin Lane tries to get away from John Dervin there, gets the pass off then to Hugh Moylan. Hugh Moylan suddenly opens up the afterburners and goes to a splitting run. Good play by Hugh Moylan. That could be one of the points of the day, but it doesn't. It goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. Good run by Hugh Moylan, though.
Did everything right, but
he did.
Quick puck out could catch them here.
Yeah. To Ben Moran from Brendan Lynch. Ben Moran goes into his half-hour line, but is well won back there by Brendan Burke. He's been one of the standout defenders in this championship. Then, as I say that, he gives it away. He gives it away to the man on the ball is Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney gets it out to Ben Moran. Ben Moran nearly had it under control initially. Gets to the second attempt. Ben Moran bearing down goal. Gets it inside to Conor Jordan. Conor Jordan, it's a penalty. He's inside the big square. Yeah. Penalty, won and delivered.
A big free here. It's funny, but he lost it first. He did. Got a second kind of a clip ahead, like, you know.
But Conor Jordan, he's lively.
He is lively, yeah.
Dangerous. He reminds me of Dolphin from Mullion. They're the same type of physique, but very lively players.
This could be the turning of it.
Who's going to take this one? Well, who else will take it but Shane Maloney? 35 minutes gone in the Intermediate Championship final. Tynagh Duniry 12 points. Ballindereen 1 goal and 10 points.
That's Michael Kelly adding the goals. He's kind of top of the umpires and referees.
He's talking to John Kane. He's talking to the umpires. Well, I tell you, if you're a goal, you'll try anything here. He's now doing the Bruce Grobblers, bouncing up and down the line.
He's a good goalie, but Maloney is a good free taker. Maloney, this one more Maloney topping like inside the goal line. I think you're allowed to do that. The referee's gone into him now, like he's kind of.
I think he can't move when he strikes.
Here comes Shane Maloney.
So Shane Maloney, penalty in the Intermediate Championship final. Maloney bending, lifting and striking. Well saved by Michael Kelly in the goal and whipped along the ground by Kevin Lane. Excellent save by the keeper.
Unreal. I've seen this lad play very well in college as well as with Ballindereen. Great save.
The Bruce Grobblers worked.
Yeah, but again now, you know, like it's a good clip out there. Kevin Lane clipped it. There was Robbie on the ground. He could have taken up the ball. Like this is still dangerous.
Yeah, I'd love to see the stats versus the one-on-one penalties of how many are actually scored. Yeah, it is a hard thing to do. Maloney takes the line ball. Taylor's ball right across. David Jordan is on the ball. Can he clip it inside to get on the ball? He's dispossessed though. And again, Ballindereen living on their nerves a little bit here. They have the numbers back in defence. Free out. That little passage of play looks like it could be significant.
Yeah,
Sean.
like it is significant. A brilliant save, and now they've saved a great line ball across the pitch, and to find out David Jordan, and again he blocked down, and again, as you say, won the ruck ball. Here comes Michael Kelly. He'll hardly score this shot. He's back on his own.
Well, I'll tell you, his confidence is up. He scored a free. Yeah, he saved a penalty in the county final.
No, he's a good keeper, like, and he'll go for distance. It'll be in around a house if it's not an else, be a dangerous one. There's still just a point in it. Anyone's game.
Absolutely. As Michael Kelly taking the free, it's going to drop, as Sir said, in around the house. At the other end of the field, the vie for possession taken down by the defence and dealt with well as it breaks into the welcoming hand of Paul Killeen, who comes out of the defensive line and plays the long ball upfield, looking for and asking Conor Jordan to get onto it. Conor Jordan gets it, the man that won the penalty. He has the ball in his hand, goes back with the pass then to Kevin Maloney, or Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney strikes, excellent score. And suddenly the Tynagh Duniry supporters in front of us get to their feet. They needed that score after the let off of missing the penalty, and suddenly the board reads level again. 13 points to Duniry, 1-10 for Ballindereen.
Yeah, brilliant score. One that Ballindereen back slipped here, but like a great score by Niall Maloney, and it's a lively game. Anyone's game really. It's touch and go. Ballindereen have just kept their noses in front, and it's back on level again.
37-41 gone the clock. It's kind of a shorter puck out by Michael Kelly to the midfield sector, won though by Tynagh Duniry. It's Colm Larkin, runs into traffic again, surrounded by green jerseys, and one of them gets onto the break ball. That's Sean Meehan, and Sean Meehan gets it out then to the full forward. That's Niall Cohen. He got the goal at the start of the game, and my word, he's got a super point from out the field. An excellent score. What was he, about 50 metres out there off the left hand side? Niall Cohen, excellent score.
Yeah, brilliant score again on his left side. You know, has been quiet in the game, and he has got great scores, like, and a very, very good hurler, but well-bred lad. His father was a good one.
He was, and 1-11 for Ballindereen, 13 points for Tynagh Duniry. Duniry come on the attack again. Conor Jordan ends up on the ground, no free though. Matthew O'Connor, lovely tidy wing back, gets the ball down the field there to, goes on as far as Paul Killeen, tidied up by Pádraig Shield. Pádraig Shield though beaten to by Kieran Ryan, and Kieran Ryan wins the turnover, then pulls the trigger, but unfortunately from Ballindereen's viewpoint, that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide, 5 wides.
Yeah, it was kind of a get. He could have travelled on, because like Shield had gone and got slipped on the ground. He could have travelled with it.
13 points for Tynagh Duniry, 1-11 though for Ballindereen. Puck out towards John Conroy. Matthew O'Connor let the ball go behind both of them, got onto the ball, and when it broke, and lovely little pivot and turn, and gets the hand pass off then to Sean Meehan, who's done a lot of work for Ballindereen today. Gets it up to Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin is interested in taking on John Whelan. Shane Larkin off the left hand side plays a lovely crossfield ball. Pádraig Shield nearly did enough to break it, and Brendan Lynch, the goalkeeper for Tynagh Duniry, comes out and drives it down the field in towards Conor Jordan. Conor Jordan being marked by Kieran Meehan. The ball hits the deck onto it to Shane Maloney, using his experience. Lovely little slick pass back then to Paul Killeen. Paul Killeen goes up the field, then plays a lovely ball inside, looking for and trying to find Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney breaks back then to Pádraig Breheny. Pádraig Breheny on the ball, under pressure, he's fouled, and a free in, and that's going to be a free in to the men of Tynagh Duniry. 29-41 gone in the clock. 13 points for Tynagh Duniry, 1 goal and 11 points for Ballindereen. I tell you, the nature of this game, sir, would indicate to you that with nearly 40 minutes gone, we'd expect Shane Maloney to have us back on level terms again.
Yeah, it will be back on level terms again, like, and it's that kind of a game, like, you know, whoever's going to finish the strongest. This, like, Shane Maloney will score this, like, you put your house on this guy. He's nearly, well, just a little bit to the right of the post, but, you know, more or less
20 metres out. Yeah,
very, very easy for a free taker of his.
Should be point number 8, and it is point number 8, and we're back on level terms again. The sides have been level on numerous occasions throughout this contest, but we now are on the 40th minute.
Yeah, 20 minutes to go. Survival of the fittest.
Oh my God, it is. As Michael Kelly's puck out goes long again into the onto the full forward line, breaks there. Kieran Ryan is a big presence in there. Colin Harney tries to keep it alive there as well for Tynagh Duniry. Tynagh Duniry just get the numbers rounded out outside the 20-metre line. Still it's a scramble for possession, and eventually Colin Larkin goes down trying to get into his hand. I think it's John Whelan that has it in his hand, and he gets it out. I would also suspect that we'll soon see David O'Connor coming into the game for Ballindereen with the breeze, and perhaps the high ball going down on him as well. Lovely play though by Conor Jordan out in the half-forward line, won that ball, then hits the deck. Matthew O'Connor comes in to tidy it up, and lovely pick up by Matthew O'Connor. Runs into a stern challenge but keeps the ball alive. Gets the hand pass off then to Sean Meehan, and Sean Meehan goes to the left half-forward channel. Gets the ball inside to Evan Morgan. Takes a heavy hit, turns onto his right-hand side. Evan Morgan has shot in towards the goal that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. They did everything right, but score there in fairness to Ballindereen.
Our tackle there coming in, is there free? I'd say
yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's a free. We were playing the advantage.
Yeah, because Ballindereen, the last time there, the Ballindereen defenders would feel that they played very well. And you know, that the free was already harsh on them, but like, You know, it's a free up here, and this should be a tap over as well.
Yeah, Pádraig Lafferty, who got 3 points when he was introduced in the semi-final, is about to come in, and he's joined by David O'Connor. No surprise there. Big men as well, with the breeze behind them in the opening, or in the second half now. We have 14 points on the board for Tynagh Duniry, 1 goal and 11 points for Ballindereen. So John Kane just has a word with one of the Ballindereen players going back the field there a little bit. A free in to Ballindereen. The sides have been deadlocked on no fewer than 6 times during the course of this game so far.
Yeah, this should be one for Ryle Lane, even though you kind of hate putting pressure on the young man when he's taking it, but well within in his capabilities.
Yeah, he's outside the 45-metre line. He's a metre or two outside the 45-metre line. He's practically dead straight in front of the goal. Often can be the most difficult freeze to pop. Lane strikes it. There wasn't a doubt from the minute he hit it. Good player, good free taker. 4 frees he's converted, and here comes Pádraig Lafferty.
Big, strong man as well.
2 big men about to come in now. And David O'Connor comes in with him. I think one of the players that's been taken off right now is Sean Meehan, I think, as he comes off. But certainly Pádraig Lafferty and David O'Connor are going to add in more height to this Ballindereen team. As the goalkeeper for Tynagh Duniry, Brendan Lynch, takes the puck out. Comes to the stand side of the field. Great catch out of there by John Conroy. Wins the free. Winning primary ball is huge in any game of hurling, Sarah, and Conroy has won it out of there. Great win.
But he's very good in there, and he's a good hurler. To get out of him is a thing, but this lad is a good player. It could be anything if he wants to be, like, you know, and kind of has really got himself into shape in this year and the last year. Kind of got really tuned into it. Very, very good in there. Like, and even though he's been picked corner forward, he kind of comes out. He's good under the puck out. You can put him centre or wing. He'll win his fair share every time. Clean ball, and usually, like when he comes down, everyone's surrounding him. He's usually kind of get a free, or if he doesn't, he lay it off. This is within Shane Maloney's compass again to bring it back on level terms again.
Watching Micheál Power, he has the top on him. He's the left hamstring bandage, and he's living every minute of this game.
Poor old devil.
That went off through injury. As Maloney puts it wide. Well, look at
it's skinned.
You're always going to miss 1 or 2.
Yeah, when it came up, it kind of went. It was the rise that was wrong, you know. And here comes a long puck out again.
112 for Ballindereen, 14 points for Tynagh Duniry. Huge puck out again. Drops down to the far side of the field. Out in front of his man there is David O'Connor. His first input in the game so far. David O'Connor plays a crossing ball across the 20-metre line. Might break into Niall Cohen. Niall Cohen is bearing down the goal. Is he fouled? Niall Cohen is inside. Surely it's a free. No, free out. Now, Cyril, I think 7 out of 10 would have given a free in that instance. He was nearly even in penalty territory.
He was actually pulled back at one stage, but look, that's the way it goes. That's the fortunes of war. That's a lucky break for Tynagh Duniry. No doubt about that. There's a long puck out.
Ballindereen still lead by 1. Paul Killeen took the free, comes off the leg of David Jordan, or of Conor Jordan. He's lively, Conor Jordan.
Pádraig Brennan let the ball come through, you see, onto Jordan. George will see it off his leg, hard looking him.
Line ball taken by Robbie Meehan, goes up the stand side of the field, gets it up the field to Kieran Ryan. Kieran Ryan looks across the field. They like to play this crossing ball. Both teams over to Pádraig Lafferty. Pádraig Lafferty has a chance to get a point in the county final, and Pádraig Lafferty puts it high and puts it over the bar. He got 3 in the semi-final, and he stretches Ballindereen suddenly, sir, to 113. 14 points for Tynagh Duniry, 2-point ball game.
Yeah, but it was a crossfield ball that cut out like that, and as you say, they're fond of that crossfield ball. Here's a puck out after going out over the line.
Brendan Lynch very close to the line. Ball goes out, and Shane Hines indicates that will be a line ball to Ballindereen. Matty Kenny not impressed with that. Delicate stage of the game, sir. We're at the 3/4 stage, 45 minutes.
45 minutes gone.
14 points versus
Meehan.
113.
His line ball usually goes across the pitch. There he goes.
Strikes it well again. Robbie Meehan gets it out the field. David Jordan, though, takes it down well. Lovely touch by the wing back. And then he sprays the ball down to Pádraig Brennan. Pádraig Brennan out in front of Hugh Moylan. Pádraig Brennan tries to hop the ball into John Conroy. Might break, though, into the path of John Durbin. John Durbin can't quite get into the hand. In comes Niall Maloney then to try and win it for Tynagh Duniry, but it only breaks back. As far as David Jordan, who comes again, the man that started this move. David Jordan on the 45-metre and plays a dangerous ball in around the house for Ben Moore. Might break in for Shane Maloney, but David Manion's backtrack, and he's lost it. This is a goal scoring chance for Brady! Into the back of the net! Pádraig Brady is the man that has found the goal for Tynagh Duniry. David Mannion got caught in losing the ball. The mistake was made. A huge prize for the men of Tynagh Duniry with the goal. Now, look at referees just been called in by the 2 umpires. One of the Tynagh Duniry players is down, But the goal could be crucial, sir. 114 to 113.
If you saw it again, like on the tape, Breheny has travelled the whole into the pitch to get back in on that breaking ball. Like, and once it broke, you see, like it's a dangerous ball once it broke. And it gives a lifeline now to Tynagh Abbey. What is it? 114 to 113. There's still only a point in it.
There's still only a point in it. Tynagh Abbey look like they're going to the bench. Looks like it could be.
Well, you see, just look at the
Thomas
fortunes
Murphy.
of war, because like up at the other end, like Tynagh got a kind of fortuitous free out and like down the pitch. Next thing the ball is in the net, whereas been above. It could have been one as well, but now the Duniry sideline is gone very active all of a sudden. Everything is come alive down here in front of us.
And Thomas Murphy is about to come in. Thomas Murphy got a goal when he came into the semi-final win as well. So Thomas Murphy about to come in and see action. Tynagh Abbey can they now add to that goal? Will the little bit of break and play
no harm, I'd say,
settle Ballindereen again? Yeah,
it will, but it'll settle Tynagh as well, because it's been a high rate. Like the game has been very, very lively, and it's up and down the pitch. And
Shane Maloney was the man that was down with that injury. They won't want him going up, but he's back. It's good to see him on his feet again. Tynagh Abbey 114, Ballindereen 113. 47 minutes gone, second half. Win at home. Galway Intermediate Championship final, living up to the expectations, sir. Nothing between them.
It's a powerful game, to be fair. Two very, very good teams, two evenly matched teams. Like, it's been level-headed on many times, and it's not over yet.
I was listening to you last night on Galway Bay FM, and you were saying it was going to be a close game. It looks like that. Long puck out down the field from Michael Kelly, repulsed though by the men of Tynagh Abbey. I think that's Colin Harney that clears it very close to the sideline. Does it stay in play? It doesn't. It goes out over the line eventually, but at least it travelled a long distance. How will Ballindereen deal with the concession of the goal now, sir?
Well, that's the first big. Like, it was kind of coming more in the first half as well. Like, they held out, and when Michael Kelly blocked the penalty, you kind of say, God, is it going to be one of these days? They're going to hold out all day. Now Tynagh took a very good, got a great goal. Here's Murphy coming on. This had to be mad for action.
Oh yeah, big strong man coming in. Has he gone in? I think they want him. Who's going off? I think it's the full forward John Dervin is the man that he's replacing there. Meanwhile, the ball up at the other end of the field where John Whelan goes back with the pass to Brendan Lynch. Brendan Lynch comes out to the right corner back position. Goalies can pop up all over the place. He clears the ball downfield. Difficult enough to see that ball breaks back to Hugh Moylan, comes off his stick, will be a line ball then to Tynagh Abbey. You just get the impression, sir, since the goal, a few breaks gone Tynagh as well.
Gone Tynagh way. They've got a few breaking balls. It just shows you the intricacies that can happen, and they're getting the breaking ball now, but they haven't had one yet, because there's still a nice bit of time left. There's about 12 minutes left. Great line ball.
Great line ball goes up very close to the sideline. Will it stays in? Yeah. Back to try and pick it up there is Kieran Meehan. Tynagh Abbey though have it now with Thomas Murphy. Thomas Murphy's first possession is coming in. Breheny is on his shoulder. Murphy trying to break his way in. He's deemed to have charged, free out.
He's strong. He just shoved the lad over his way and free out. He would like to be fair to the referee. He's been consistent, he's going to both sides.
Yeah. Tynagh Abbey promoted to senior in 2009. Looks like Stephen Mannion. That will be a brother of David Mannion, is about to come into the twins, actually. Twins. Canavan, thanks for your input.
This set his pace.
And Shane Larkin is the man that's going off. So, twin brothers are now on the field. Stephen Mannion into the contest for Ballindereen.
Throwing caution to the wind, Sean. They have to go for it.
Yeah, 114 to Tynagh Abbey, 113 for Ballindereen. Long puck out down the field, but beginning to get a kind of a grip on it. Kevin Maloney for Tynagh Abbey gets it down the field. The men that are getting a grip on it are Tynagh Abbey at the minute. Shane Maloney on the ball. Goes back with the hand pass to John Whelan, but he was fouled as he was laying it off, and that's going to be a free.
Yeah, because the Ballindereen had just broken on the ball, but Maloney's doing a lot of good work. They're on top now at the moment.
Tynagh came up on their own in 1987. Abbey came up on their own in 1989. Tynagh Abbey then came up together as an amalgamated club in 2009. They were very disappointed when they went down last year, beaten by Haskafona by 1 point in that relegation final. The relegation final, as we keep telling you, 2 years before that, with these two same teams, the margin was 1 point in that as well. At the minute, there's 1 point in the intermediate final. So I can tell you that you're finding your levels here as Paul Killeen takes the free. Paul Killeen from out the country goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Just tailed wide, had the distance against the breeze, no problem with the accuracy.
I think they're nearly level and wide, 6-5.
The last few puck-outs now, Tynagh Abbey have won the breaking ball, and it's vital, because if you don't win it, it comes down on top of you again. Gone long the whole time now.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit short to go into the half-forward line this time. Breaks pass. The temptation with the breeze, sir, is to go long, but there's a kind of a little bit of a funnel set up now by Tynagh Abbey who are beginning to win it. Back to Brendan Lynch, who's dispossessed, and he's away from goal. Meanwhile, bearing in a goal is David O'Connor. Has to be goal for Ballindereen into the back of the net. And
Great
now
goal.
the purist will ask you, why was Brendan Lynch out playing right corner back?
You were saying about the triangles. You see, that's the modern game. When it breaks down, it breaks down. Like, you know, it's tough looking the goalie as well. There's plenty of time to clear the ball. They went down a triangle with him. Next thing, David O'Connor, you'd remarked that this guy has great pace.
He's great pace, and he's worth a score. That's 2-13 for Ballindereen, 1-14 for Tynagh Duniry. We asked the question, how would Ballindereen react to the Tynagh goal? They've reacted with a goal of their own. Now, how will Tynagh react to that second killer blow? A Tynagh team that only conceded 3 goals in the championship so far have conceded 2 in the final by the 51st minute.
Yeah, but this is a line ball for Tynagh again, and Shane Maloney will take this. Knowing this guy, he'll go for this. He's about 35 yards out, 40.
Yeah,
it suits him cutting in from the right wing with the right hand. He'll go for this. Lads running, but I still think he'll go for it.
Yeah, there's only 2 points in the contest. Shane Maloney takes. Oh, look at that for a cut! Magical score outside the 45-metre line. His second sideline cut of the day. His 9th point of the contest. Super score, back to a 1-point ball game.
The class is permanent. When you have the class, they have the wrist. That's a fantastic score. And this game, you know what?
Yeah.
Would it ever end in a draw?
Oh, I'd tell you it's heading fair. There must be level at least 7-8 times
it's
in
like,
the contest.
To be fair, none of them deserve to. Like, it's
No.
a great spectacle. Like, you know, and it's a great final.
And we've nothing else to be at for the next few Sundays either.
I don't know how we're going to do it all for the next few Sundays.
2-13 Ballindereen, 1-15 for Tynagh Duniry. The latest sub coming on for Tynagh Duniry. Colin Larkin is the man that's been called ashore. As the man coming in wearing the 24 jersey is Pádraig Robinson. Long puck out again down into that hugely contested area where Ballindereen have managed to turn it over again. Lafferty is on the ball. Pádraig Lafferty, he could take his second point in the county final. That's what he does. He got 2 in the semi-final, or 3 in the semi-finals in introduction. Lovely score. And he puts a bit of daylight between them again. 2-14 Ballindereen, 1-15 for Tynagh Duniry. A misplaced puck out by Brendan Lynch. Goes straight to Robbie Meehan. Robbie Meehan punishes him and punishes him hard. And also, for the first time in a long time, we have a 3-point margin between the teams. 2-15 Ballindereen, 1-15 Tynagh Duniry, Cyril.
It's a lot in this game, but in hurling it's still not a lot. 3 points is not, and even 5 or 6 in football it is, but not in hurling. This game can twist and turn.
53-41 gone on the clock. Puck out down on top of the Ballindereen half back line. Back helping out is Kevin Lane. Kevin Lane goes back with the hand pass to Robbie Meehan. Robbie Meehan goes long up to the ravenous full forward line. The ball breaks then nicely into the path, and all of a sudden Roy Lane is in on his own. 1-on-1 Roy Lane. Goal for Ballindereen.
Fantastic score.
The long ball upfield.
Breaking
ball into the path of Roy Lane. And Sir, he showed a little bit of composure, took the extra few steps to make sure, batted it past Brendan Lynch. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Game changed on its head. 3-15, 1-15.
That is a big lead now. We're about 9 or 10 under the ball. Tynagh need a score.
They certainly do. Back on the break ball again from that Tynagh Duniry puck out is Robbie Meehan, who's done an awful lot of work for his men. Gets it off to Pádraig Lafferty. 2 points so far, and Lafferty goes running again. Past 165, past the other 65. Spoons it out then to Niall Cohen. Niall Cohen has hit 1-1 in the county final.
Whoa.
He's now hit 1-2.
Now they're motoring.
The thing that comes into games is called momentum, sir. And my God, have Ballindereen got it at the minute. 3-16, plays 1-15, big lead.
Yeah, you'd have to say the substitutes that they brought on.
Yeah.
You know, these guys coming on, Lafferty and you know, they've really kind of opened up, and here they come again.
Yeah, Kevin Lane wins the ball, gets it off to Robbie Meehan. Lane and Meehan, 8 and 9, are eating the ball at the minute. Off to Matthew O'Connor, lovely little ball into space to the dock. The dock turns and takes on Pádraig Sheehan. The dock goes in again. He's in on the 20-metre line. David O'Connor looks to see what's inside, tries to lay the pass inside.
He should have got to give the pass. He was
yeah.
thinking too long of it.
Probably did.
There was a goal on.
Oh, there was a point on as well.
Yeah.
Keith Connolly is down on the sideline. I think he wanted something out of that, but he'll be happy enough. 3-16 for Ballindereen, 1-15 for Tynagh Duniry. We have 5 minutes of normal time left. Long ball down from that, relieving free out of the Tynagh Duniry defence, down to their half-hour line. Breaks, won by the new man on the block. That's Pádraig Robertson, and Pádraig Robertson, lovely touch, puts it straight over the bar.
Touch.
Yeah, lovely point. Brings it back to 6 points again. Incredible. We were talking about a draw 2 minutes ago, and now
that Robinson has lovely touches. Always had a beautiful flick. You know, a lovely turn. Now, Ballindereen are in the driving seat. What is it, 3-16?
Yeah, to 1-16 as Michael Kelly, not in a hurry with the puck out, but goes long again.
Can't blame him.
It's Route 1, down on top of Stephen Mannion is in there for Ballindereen, but it's won by the commanding figure that is Paul Killeen at centre half back for the men of Tynagh Duniry. Gets it after the running Pádraig Breheny. So often we've seen this from Tynagh Duniry down through the years into Ben Moore. Ben Moore, lovely ball inside. Nice take by Thomas Murphy. Thomas Murphy's on the 20-metre line, turning to make space. Well hooked though by David Mannion. Excellent defence by David Mannion there to get the hook on Thomas Murphy. Ball is still alive outside the 20-metre line, but it's back there again by the, I'm going to say it again, ravenous green jerseys of Ballindereen. And then Kevin Lane is pulled. What's he pulled for there? Was it, did he touch on the ground? John Kane has gone in to explain it to Kevin Lane. In fairness,
what did he do?
I'm not quite sure, but he's given a free into Tynagh Duniry.
Not sure he was taken out, but anyway, look at it's a free. It's giving a free in.
3-16, 1-16.
Is he going to the injured man, or is he just playing on?
Yeah, David Mannion. No, he's going to tell Shane Maloney that you have to stop until David Mannion gets his. John Kane's going around telling everyone to calm down, which in fairness. But 3-16 Ballindereen, 1-16 for Tynagh Duniry.
Ballindereen Minters up here to my left are gone raving mad.
Shane Maloney outside the 20-metre line, puts it over the bar. Marty Kenny came out and told him to put it over the bar. And suddenly those 2 points bring it back to 1-17 to Tynagh Duniry, 3-16 for Ballindereen. Into the game now for Ballindereen comes Sean Collins, another experienced man.
Yeah, well, Ballindereen subs have played very, very well.
Their game plan has worked very well in the second half.
Lafferty has come on, and Collins is an experienced fella as well, coming off his Mannion with a great game, great pace. But Tynagh brought it back to 5 again. It's still, look at this game could twist again, Sean.
It could. It's 57-41 gone to the clock. 3-16 Ballindereen, 1-17 for Tynagh Abbey Duniry as Michael Kelly takes the puck out.
Long.
I think he knows a thing or two about oysters, but right now there's nothing in his head about oysters as the puck out is eaten up again by Tynagh Duniry, who drive it on the field. John Conroy, did he push in the back? He did the most blatant push in the back of Matthew O'Connell you're ever likely to see, and that's going to kill the game initially. A free to Ballindereen that there'll be no hurry to take. Well, actually, I take it back. Kieran Meehan is in a hurry to take it because he sees something over at the far side of the field. He sees Jack O'Connor, who breaks it down to Evan Morgan. Evan Morgan spinning away. He's in the right half forward position, getting onto his left hand side. Evan Morgan puts up the hand to indicate that he's got his 3rd point of the championship final. Puts it over the bar. 3-17 for Ballindereen, 1-17 Tynagh Duniry.
Yeah, you were talking about this before the match.
He's a good hurler. Yeah. He usually was a defender, but I'm very impressed with him in the semi-final and very impressed with him in the final. As off the left-hand side there is Robbie Meehan, gets it upfield but only goes out over the line. Now, Tynagh Duniry have been asked this question, sir. We've played nearly 59 minutes. They're trailed by 6. They can't give it up. No, they just need to get a score or two.
They won't give it up. They need to get a goal. Yeah. You're probably going to throw caution in and try to throw someone on. Jamie Fahey's getting ready here. They brought on a good few subs. They need a score though. It's sneaky bum time.
It is. Line ball taken by Ben Moran. Goes in around the danger area. John Conroy beaten to it though. Ball still alive there. Matthew O'Connor is there, but the man that comes out with the ball is Shane Collins. Shane Collins kicks it along the ground. There's a hunger from the very start of this game about Ballindereen. Robbie Meehan comes out of his hand and goes back to the man with number 20 on his jersey there, that's Sean Collins. Eventually in goes Shane Maloney, fixed the pass off to Niall Maloney. Niall Maloney can't quite get it into the hand and he just runs into traffic, and then eventually Matthew O'Connor just drives it down the field. 3 eager forwards inside looking for possession for Ballindereen. The hand pass goes inside. The hand pass goes a little bit astray, and Paul Flynn is the man that controls it and gets it back to his goalkeeper there, and the goalkeeper Brendan Lynch gets it out to Colin Herney. The 2 men that didn't start are now under pressure here. We're 4 minutes of additional time is the signal. 4 minutes of additional time is Colin Herney. Gets it out the field though. Only intercepted by Robbie Meehan. There's a point for the taking here for Ballindereen. It's going in high and it's gone over the bar. Excellent score for Ballindereen, who now go 3-18 to 1-17 up. Pádraig Lafferty getting his 3rd point of the contest, his 3rd point in the semi-final as well.
Long ball here, dangerous ball coming in.
Dangerous ball. Pádraig Robinson sends it in around the goal now. 3-18 to 1-17. Ballindereen lead. Kicked along the ground there by Brendan Burke. Only it goes as far as John Conroy. John Conroy, though, is picking up the ball out of the sideline on the 30-metre line. Plays a dangerous ball in around the house. Might break. Breaks to Shane Maloney. Goal on. Goal taken. Shane Maloney finds the back of the net. Now we're in the ball game. 1-10 for Shane Maloney. 3-18 Ballindereen. 2-17 now for Tynagh Duniry, sir.
You could see that coming, the cross ball. Great cross ball, and ran onto it and stuck it in the back. Fell to the right man, of course. Maloney won't miss him kind of chances. Another sub on here for Ballindereen.
Kieran Gill in for Hugh Moylan.
Another experienced lads, yeah.
Right, we've played a minute of the Signal 4 additional. 3:18 for Ballindereen, 2:17 for Tynagh. Guess what? Where the puck out is going now from Michael Kelly. Long as you possibly can.
Game.
Well, it's taken at the other end of the field by Brendan Lynch, the goalkeeper, out on his own 20-metre line. Oh, stop. The traditionalists will be shaking in their graves. Niall Maloney on possession. Oh, he's lost to though in that middle third. Gets on the 65-metre line. In goes Robbie Meehan. Now for the first time today. Wins it again. Out comes Robbie Meehan. Robbie Meehan striking. This needs to go over the bar from a Ballindereen point of view, but it goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. We have played 61 and a half.
Fast puck out again. Ref is allowing the fast puck out now.
3:19 to 2:17 as Ben Moran getting onto the ball inside his own 65-metre line. Long high ball in around the house again. Conroy gets a touch on it. They're looking for another major, but down to deal with it there is Robbie Lane. Robbie Lane, the full back for Ballindereen. The man that'll be on the line with Thomas tomorrow just decides to put it out over the line.
Yeah, but it's still a dangerous one. But is it a 62 or 65?
Oh, is he giving a 65? He is, which is even more dangerous. At 65, the Paul Kelly will take.
Lob this in around the square. What's left? 2 minutes left.
2 minutes of the additional time left. There's 4 points between them. What is it about Ballinasloe and tie finishes this year?
This is
Paul Kelly with the 65. Yes, let it in around the house, sir, or will he take the point?
Tynagh need to score.
Yeah, he's dropping it in around the house. A flick. The ball comes out the edge of the square. Ballindereen are in control initially. Ball comes out, pulled it along by Maloney. Goes in at the expense of another 65. Was Kevin Maloney.
Panic in defence, trying to belt it. You could have settled on the ball, but trying to get it out, just do it anywhere.
Brendan Lynch is going to come to take the next 65, and Paul Killian is going to go in around the edge of the square, I think, the Matty Kenny has decided not. And the 65 is going to be taken again this time by Shane Maloney, and he's probably saying putting it over the bar. Brendan Lynch is out in the half-back line. He's like a fly goalie, this Brendan Lynch.
They want to make up to mind what they're going to do now.
And it's eaten into the clock. 62-54 played on the clock. 4 points between them.
I'd say with Shane Maloney taking it, he's probably going to go for a point.
Put over the bar, perhaps,
because otherwise he'd be inside. And I would think Paul Killian would be taking it, but
bring it down to one score, maybe, might be the instruction. So Shane Maloney with the 65 for Tynagh. He's going for it, he's got it, he's converted it. We're back to a goal between the teams, a one-score game. 3 goals and 18 points for Ballindereen. 2 goals and 18 points for Tynagh. The favourites for so long in the championship are trailing by a goal as we head into the last 34 seconds of the additional time at the end of the 2023 Intermediate Championship hurling final. Puck out to the far side of the field, taken out of the air by John Conroy, or David Jordan, I should say, and it's going to be a free downfield. The ball is moved. That'll probably allow John Kane to bring it up further. Paul Kelly wants the ball quickly. The ball is thrown to him.
Last dance alone here, Sean, because it's ticking into 63-50 gone. 10 seconds left. Well, if the ref is very, but I'd say Killian will lob this in. Here it comes.
It's on the halfway line. Strike it in around the house. Knocked away by Evan Morgan. He's a defender, Gets it out, and Pádraig Lafferty clears it out for Ballindereen. There goes the whistle. Ballindereen are back into the Senior B Championship for 2024. It finishes in Duggan Park and Ballinasloe. 3 goals and 18 points for Ballindereen. 2 goals and 18 points for Tynagh. You'd have to say a very enjoyable game, Cyril Farrell. The prize is a huge one, and isn't it so ironic that 2 years ago the same two teams played in the same pitch, the margin was only a point that day. It was Ballindereen that went down, the Tynagh won, but right now Ballindereen are back into Senior B with their 3rd Intermediate Championship win.
Well, you said it beforehand, Sean, how hard it is to win finals. And looking down there now, jubilation for Ballindereen and devastation for Tynagh. And there's one person I'm very, very happy for today was Ryan Lane, in the sense that the last day that we were here, Sean, 2 years ago, things didn't go right for the Freeze today, did it? But they had heroes all over the pitch, they played fantastic stuff. Now, it was a great game. Great standard for intermediate. Both of these teams do very well in senior, but it just shows you how hard it is to win. Tynagh going well all year, kind of very fit, looked in great shape, had everyone back. And to be fair to Ballindereen, they came out a game plan, but it was easy knowing, because Ballindereen had played them in the round robin. It was a draw match, and Ballindereen had played a lot of the game with 14 men. So, the goals were the difference. You have to say that the boys that came on, Lafferty and O'Connor and these lads for Ballindereen, they didn't.
The bench played a part now.
The bench played a part, and it was a very strong bench, and it's a big day. There'll be big celebrations, Ballindereen. I know in Tynagh they'll be devastated, but that's hurling. And look at sport is only getting away from life. Life will still go on. But it is a hard one to take. It was a great game. Ballindereen were in a good position at half time. There was a nice breeze with them, but it was the sucker goals they got in the second
the
half.
two
like,
goals,
you know.
yeah,
They
two
came
goals.
very quick as well. Like put them
Goals
in the
win matches, sir.
Yeah, they put them in the driving seat, and to be fair to Tynagh, they didn't come back. They got goals drawn, got points, took it down, and like kind of were hanging in the end. But like to be fair, on the day the best team won. Could have gone either way, but like Robbie Lane full back, the Meehans, Mannion, the two boys, O'Connor, Burke, Moylan, they're fast, they're good. Robbie Meehan midfield had a great game. Kevin Lane up front. You were talking about Lafferty. You saw him the last. He came on, got 3 points. Did the same thing today. David O'Connor did the same thing with the pace of him. Niall Cohen, Evan Morgan, Meehan, Lane. They all did well, and the subs that came on did very well as well. A big win for Ballindereen. You'd have to say that their homework done. Even the matchups, they knew what they were at. They knew to mark. And you know, listen, it's tough on Tynagh. They'll come back. They're going to, but it just shows how hard it is to get out of it. Because you're going to have to start
incredibly
again.
hard, and it's a competition that once you go down, it is awful hard to get up. But listen, in the end, it's the plaudits to Ballindereen. They're the victors. 3-18 for Ballindereen. Tynagh 2-18. We'll give a shout out to St. Raphael's College. Monster action and a raffle. That's on Saturday the 18th of November in St. Raphael's College. More details coming up on that. But in the end, it's Tynagh that will be crestfallen. The favourites from so long out in this championship, beaten in the end by Ballindereen. Ballindereen will be absolutely thrilled to be back up to Senior B. In the end, it finished here in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe. 3-18 Ballindereen, 2-18 for Tynagh Duniry. Don't forget, next up, just after 4 o'clock, is the Senior B final replay.
If you can ask anyone exiting the stand to please use 2 exits to the stand left and right. 2 exits to the stand, sometimes when you're ready to stay for a long time, you can come out and get out to the stand. So can I ask anyone please enter the stand, please take your time and let the crowd out of the stand first before you try and enter it, please. If you leave the crowd out of the stand, you will turn the stand in quicker on the back end of it. So if you can ask anyone to try and get into the stand, please step back from the entrance and let the crowd out of the stand and move to both sides of the stand to exit the stand. So anyone trying to enter the stand, if you take a step back from the entrance, we get the crowd out and then everyone else can come in. We want to see that in the stand as well. We get the crowd out of the stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we get to the presentation, a few quick thank yous. First of all, I'd like to thank Chrissy Brown, Willie Ward and everyone associated with Duggan Park without doubt the busiest pitch in the county, and to have the pitch and the whole venue in such good condition, given the weather we've had lately, is fantastic. So a massive thank you to Christy, Billy and all the team here in Dublin Park. As well as that, I'd like to thank today's referee John Kane and all of the officials. Without our officials we can't have a game, so we thank John and all the referees who've made the Intermediate Championship this year possible, and all the rest of our championships, so a big thank you to them. To Tynagh, Abbey, Duniry, there's nothing you can say in defeat that'll make anyone feel better. Hard luck, lads, is all we can say. It went down to the wire, he brought it back again there at the end, gave himself a fighting chance. You're a fantastic club, had underage success this year, a great run to the final, no doubt you'll be back again next year to try and get over the line. So the best of luck next year and hard luck today, boys. But today, without doubt, is a day that belongs to Ballindereen. A truly fantastic display. Got key goals at key times. Every time that needed a big play, whether it be a score or a hook or a block, Ballindereen were able to deliver today. So without doubt, lads, worthy winners, congratulations. We'll start our presentation with the Man of the Match award. And today's Man of the Match is Robbie Meehan. Okay, all right, thanks. And with that, I'll ask Ejel Silver to present the Mixed Silver Cup to our winning captain, Kieran Meehan. And Roy Lane also.
Last week, but bear with me. Look, I'd like to big round of applause to Tynagh, Abbey, Duniry, Joe. We've had some serious battles there the last couple of years. Got down to the wire every day. Credit to yourselves and your management. I'd just like to thank the three boys for sponsoring gear. Robbie Lan of the High Performance Unit, David O'Connor of Doc Fitness, Peggy Lan of Landscape, and it's a massive honour for us to wear your tops on our logos on our top. Just a big thanks to Ballindereen and the ground staff. Pitch is an absolute credit to you for this time of the year. Also a big thanks to John Kane, his umpires, and the match officials. I'd like to thank our statsmen, Gavin Duffy, Aidan Duffy, Christy McTighe, Shane Cohen. Without you, we wouldn't be able to be in this position. It's a massive ask of you. You do it without any question. Thanks, lads. Just to our own management, Colin Meehan, Kevin Ward, Keith Elbert, it's been a complete refreshment. I'll get there. Complete refreshment since he came in. You've shown us what it means to be winners. I think it's an honour for you to be overs. But to our leader, Keith Conley. This man has stood by us when everyone said we were no good. Year after year, he came back, he fucking believed in us. And here we are. Without Keith, this wouldn't be possible. To all our fans all around the world watching this in the live stream, big shout out to you. Just to mention, people we've lost down the last couple of years, but especially one man we've lost recently, Barry Cohen. Huge respect from all of us. A lot of us have hurled with you. This one's for you, Barry. Our main club sponsors, Warden Burke and Blake Manor. Massive thanks to both of you. And to the miners, the double is complete! And they're in the room! Stand up here! Red rolling!
Ballindereen team was well done to take a team photograph with the coach. And did they make the way up the pitch for all the family and friends photographs, and I hope a wonderful night's celebration. Once more, we wish Ballindereen the very best as they go forward as the intermediate champions to represent our way in the forthcoming class championship.
Hi, Paul Value, Galway GA Chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best.
Is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive, they're happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness, literally every single time. But this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.